He's never beaten Anthony.
Oh, I love this.
Shut up, bitch.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. We are here to have a fun reaction to Colts Linebacker Zaire Franklin. If anybody has not seen this clip, I just saw it, and I'm still trying to understand fully the quote and everything. So here's going to be my reaction quite soon. But Zaire Franklin called out the Houston Texans quarterback CJ Stroud. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a fun matchup going into this season. The Houston Texans have been thrown everywhere across national media. They have all the love. They have all the attention right now. And there's definitely a target on the backs because we have brought it upon ourselves and we have thrown the expectations, and they are heavy expectations. I have no problem with this Houston Texans team and the overall roster they have. I do believe that they're going to be able to do their thing. But without further ado, let's go ahead and react to Zaire Franklin here. And he's on the Green Light podcast with Chris Long. And he's going to talk about CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans. This is about a 60-second clip. Make sure while you're at it, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, how do you feel about Zaire Franklin's comments? It definitely makes me want to go back to Radio Row in Sirius XM and try to listen to what CJ Stroud actually said. You never know what gets, muddled through different things. I actually like to hear the actual stuff CJ Stroud said. But we get to get a good little glimpse here, and it should be fun to react to. And so while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 10K. Again, smash that like button, easy to smash for your life. And go in that comment section. I want to know how y'all feel about this one.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love CJ, man. I support all our young brothers at quarterback, but CJ he didn't say a lot of wild stuff to me and our run-ins, at the Super Bowl. I need to see that boy again.
What did he say?
We were talking, and he was, how the Super Bowl is at Radio Row. It's big, all that stuff going on. So he had the XM radio right before me. He was on there talking about how he cooked the Colts in both games. And I saw him and I pulled him aside and I was like, when you play Anthony, it was like 28-7 in like the second quarter. We were kind of blowing you out. Yeah, you threw for 300 yards, but
that's not a cooking. That's not a cooking.
Yeah, and he was like, bro, I ain't cook you. And I'm like, look, if that's what you consider a cooking with the loss, I mean, congratulations. And and then I have to remind him as well that he's never beaten Anthony.
Oh, I love this. You're a psychological warfare guy.
It's no problem. That's no problem. So, yes, the Houston Texans have not beaten Anthony Richardson yet. Anthony Richardson, I don't know how you want to grade that just because Anthony Richardson did not complete the game. Gardner Minshew ended up finishing the first game, and then you faced him in the second game. Both games, the Indianapolis Colts were both into first game, they blew you out. If he is right in Zaire Franklin, then yes, CJ Stroud did not cook the Indianapolis Colts in game one. I'm here to say it. I'm not here to ashamed. I'm not going to be biased in my opinion. CJ Stroud did not cook the Indianapolis Colts in game one. Now, yes, in the second half, he was doing his thing. He did whatever he wanted, it seemed like, but he didn't lead a comeback. He didn't make it where, we were making the Colts nervous or scared or anything like that. Like, no, the Colts still handedly won the game, even though CJ had a really solid second half to that game, and what was a little bit of a kickstart to what happened the rest of the season. Now, when we get into game two, it's not my fault that Anthony Richardson can't finish the year. That's not my fault, okay? And it won't be my fault if he doesn't finish the year again next year. The man is injury prone. We've known this for quite some time during his time in Florida. So with that being said, it's not my fault that Gardner Minshew could not live it up and beat us in game two. That's not my fault. It's not my fault that the running back could not catch a damn ball. All right, that's not my fault either. We play who is in front of us, and at the end of the day, the Houston Texans had some injuries as well in that game, and I am pretty sure if we were fully healthy and the Colts were fully healthy, I am extremely confident that the Houston Texans would still beat the Indianapolis Colts. But regardless, CJ Stroud and the Texans beat them in game 2 when all the marbles were on the line. To me, there's no excuses whatsoever. You lost. That's what happened. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This just adds more fuel to the fire because week 1, we are playing the Colts at Indianapolis at Nico Collins Stadium. And it is going to be a lot of fun to enter, like I said, Nico Collins Stadium because he did his thing last year. And week 18, last game of the season, first play, CJ, Nico, enough said. Indianapolis Colts might be mad at this video, but at the end of the day, the Houston Texans are just a better team, guys. It is what it is. They're just a better team. Shane Steichen is a very good coach. I will say that schematic-wise, he is the biggest thing that worries me when it comes to the Indianapolis Colts. It is Shane Steichen. Nobody else worries me too much besides Jonathan Taylor. At the end of the day, the Houston Texans bulked up the defensive line, and I'm very confident that, no, are they going to stop Jonathan Taylor? Absolutely not, but they can at least contain him a lot better than what they did in week 18. The Houston Texans will do their thing, and I can't wait for this growing rivalry. It's been quite some time since we have had some beef, since we've had someone to have an actual rivalry with. The Texans have been pretty dog shit the last 2 years, so it's fun to finally get back into this rivalry, grab in the Indianapolis Colts, grab in everyone else, and let them all know that the Houston Texans are here to not just win the division, not just win a few playoff games, but for one goal only, and that's to win a goddamn Super Bowl. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. Yeah, have a blessed day.